Hello everybody, Professor Thompson here. Just wanted to take a few minutes to talk a little bit about your first presentation, the self-introduction presentation that you'll be delivering quite shortly in my class. First off, I want to apologize for a technical glitch that occurred over the weekend. I had recorded a video on Friday. I thought I uploaded it successfully and everything was good to go, but somehow I must not have checked a certain box in the upload process and posting to Blackboard, and it was unavailable to you. So I decided to record a new video to include my apology and to just say that I did get several emails over the weekend kind of addressing where's the video, what's going on. I first off want to say that after a little bit closer review of the document on Blackboard that describes the assignment description sheet is very accurate and very clear for the expectations of the speech. I think if you have read it through, you're going to be absolutely fine. I want to assure you this is very low-key, low risk, and more about just getting to know one more new or unique thing about you in a very short period of time. So, a couple things about this presentation. First of all, there's no need to dress up. There's no need to really have that professional, polished look. Just wear what you wear every single day. Be casual, be relaxed, and just be you. Second of all, this is a self-introduction presentation, so I want to stress the fact that at some point during the duration of your message, I am looking for you to reintroduce who you are. So don't forget your name. I think forgetting your name might be one of the only ways that you can receive a small point deduction from the presentation, because being a self-introduction presentation, there is that inherent expectation of this is who I am, and reintroduction to the class. This is a speech that I've changed several times over the course of the years. It used to be 4 to 5 to 6 minutes long. It used to have 3 objects as part of it. But anymore, because I really want to focus on some of the later presentations in the course, this is meant to be short and sweet. I do want to stress that the instructions say no note cards. This speech is about you and your object, and it's about a quick self-introduction. So there really is no need for note cards, there is no need for notes, there is no need for anything other than you standing up there with your object. You know yourself best, and you should feel confident that you could answer that question about who are you, tell me a little bit about yourself. It's a simple question or idea that you're going to have to get used to as you go out there and you are on job interviews, and you're introducing yourself to people at parties or social functions. In fact, this weekend I went over to somebody's house to watch one of the football games, the NFC football game, and it was work related for my wife, and I had to introduce myself to several people and engage them in conversations about who I am, what I do for a living, a little bit about myself, just to keep the social atmosphere light, to keep it going, to keep it friendly. So this really is nothing more than that. It's an opportunity for you to begin that opening up or blossoming process as a community. So anyway, it's meant to be 1 to 2 minutes long. I do want you to remember that we're trying to get every single student in during the 50-minute course. And so with 22, 23 students in class, we don't have time for 4, 5, 6-minute presentations. And so it is short and sweet. Those of you who are anxious, maybe a little nervous, relax. Everything will be okay. Take a deep breath and get up there and just jump right into it. I think above all, I want you to be very sincere. I want you to be very forthright, very energetic. Don't be dull. Don't pretend like your dog got kicked in the stomach or something before you walked into class. Get up there, smile, take a deep breath, and share some stuff about you. Remember that the object that you bring in is more a way to describe who you are as a person, and the speech isn't about describing the object. And I think I mentioned this in the requirements, but let me give you a quick example of that. This is just a regular yellow number 2 pencil, okay? And I wouldn't want to stand in front of everyone and say, the object that I brought is a yellow number 2 pencil. You can see that it's the kind of pencil that you would have used in high school to take a standardized test. It's got a broken tip. I would not want to just sit here and explain this pencil for 30 seconds or a minute. I want to use this to describe something about me as a person. So I might somehow connect the idea of a pencil to, say, academics, and say that, here's what I'm hoping to accomplish academically. For me personally, I can talk about the fact that this pencil represents academics and receiving multiple degrees and pursuing higher education and making that a foundation of what my life is and what my career is. And I can talk a little bit about my academic path and my academic journey. And that's one way that I can use a pencil, maybe within academics, to describe who I am. I could even begin to get a little sidetracked or go in a different direction with this pencil, and I could say something to the effect of that the pencil represents creativity and how I consider myself a creative person. And maybe one of my passions might be to draw, or how art, and with a pencil we're able to really sketch out the different things that we are beginning to imagine and seek and go after, or maybe describe this creative virtual world to which we like to take ourselves to help relax ourselves. And that creativity, that imagination, is fostered through the use of a pencil, where we can sketch and we can draw and we can express ourselves in that artistic manner. Or maybe with this pencil we could take it in a completely different direction, and we can talk about how this pencil represents your life, and how as we proceed through our life, we sharpen our pencil. Our life may be dull at points, and we have to resharpen ourselves and refocus ourselves. Sometimes we make mistakes, and we have to erase certain things or change certain things. And even though we erase certain events or change certain events in our lives, when we erase them or change them, we're left as a new person, because this eraser is never the original shape that it was when you first bought the pencil. As the tip of this is never the same as when you first bought it. So it's constantly changing and evolving. And what you might choose to do is talk about one of those events or one of those moments, one of these mistakes, maybe if you're talking about the eraser, that kind of created who you are. So maybe it was the fact that you got caught shoplifting or something as a 8-year-old kid, and your mom made you go back to the store and apologize to the shop owner, and that really kind of instilled in you the value of $1 and the value of doing right by people. And now you want to pursue a career in criminal justice because of kind of this incident in your life in which you made a mistake and you had to rectify that. Okay, so you can really be creative just in a simple object like a pencil, and beginning to branch out and describe many different things about who you are as a person. If your object is too valuable, a baseball card or something like that that's worth $100 or $5,000 or something, if it's a lamp that your great-grandmother passed down to you, these are objects, whether they're fragile or they're valuable, I would not want you to bring them in for fear that something could happen to them. So we do have technology in the classroom to where you can set a picture. If you bring a physical, tangible picture in to the classroom, you can see I have some pictures up here. I could set this picture down and through technology project that picture up on to the technology board in front of class. You could do it that way. If you have it on your phone, same thing. You can show a picture off of your telephone for the class, and that would work as well. So think about, how valuable is it? How meaningful is it to me? And I know from my own end, there are things that I just wouldn't want to bring in, but yet would be great objects or items to just quickly introduce who I am. And again, this is short, this is simple, and this is very, very sweet in that sense. So it's a 25-point activity. It's very relaxed, very calm. Don't worry about it. I definitely want to stress that for all of you. Take a deep breath. You'll be okay. You do not need to turn anything into me on the day of your presentation. There is no outline. There is no notes. You are just expected to stand up and present the presentation. Okay? I will choose the speaking order. It will be a randomized speaking order, so there's no rhyme or reason as to why you need to get there earlier or anything like that. But there's no sign-up sheet. I will choose the speaking order for this first assignment. Really meant to just push you up there and get you up there. Sometimes when you have to volunteer yourself, there are certain members of the class who wait and wait and wait and wait, and I really want to try and avoid that. So I'll just choose the speaking order for this one, and then as we proceed through the class, you will be involved in choosing speaking orders. All right, so I've taken about 11 minutes of your time by now, saying some things about the presentation, and I hope you have a clear picture after reading the requirement sheet and then maybe listening to some of the things I've said in this video, what the expectations are for your speech that is right around the corner. I want to stress for you again, it's low key, it's low pressure. This is a presentation that you probably should be able to throw together in 20 minutes, if that, because this is a question, tell me a little bit about yourself, that you should be able to answer at any point in your life, at any time of the day. Okay? So, I hope you all have a great start of the week. Hope you all enjoyed your extra day off with Martin Luther King Day, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Take care.